And welcome back to yet another live stream. And first of all, apologies for last night's stream. I did not realize that I had left the background music on. I usually use it for replays. I thought I had turned it off in my OBS studio, but later on when I replayed the stream, I discovered that it was playing during the first half of the stream. I only turned it off during the latter half of the stream. So apologies for that. And yeah, we're back at Belfast where we left off. Our last night's stream was from Leeds, and we landed here at Belfast Aldergrove, or Belfast International as officially known. So today we'll be going to it's a fictitious flight, and there are no real flights between here and our destination, which is Knock Airport in Ireland, Republic of Ireland, or Ireland West Airport. I think its official name is Ireland West Airport. So yeah, there are no official flights. It's a very short flight, like 26 minutes of airtime. You don't even need an airplane. You could just drive down. But since we're in a simulator and this is just for entertainment purposes, we're just going to fly the A320. And today we're in the Aer Lingus livery. We're flying as Aer Lingus or Shamrock 427. That's our call sign for Aer Lingus. And currently there's no ATC at Belfast or anywhere else along our route. So let's get on with the cockpit preparation. Right, engine master off, ignition selector normal, Weather radar. Can I see that? Off. And wipers, can see them from here, are off. So battery 1 and 2, enough voltages for both. Turn them on. External power. Nav and logo lights. Next, let it do the self-test. APU fire extinguisher test. There's no sound. Oh, we'll do after the self-test. I need to turn on the volume for my system. Yeah. Okay. It's lagging a bit. Let's just do that again. Done. APU master on. Count till 3. 1, 2, 3. And start the APU. Right, and can just have a look. Flaps opening. Right, APU available, and we can start the chrono for 3 minutes before we turn on the APU bleed. Now, external power can go off. Cockpit lights as required. The exit lights. PFD, ND, ECAMs, already maximum. So that's done. Parking brake on. Brake accumulator pressure. It's enough, but yeah. Flaps up. Ground spoilers retracted. And right, recall button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is it 3 seconds? Normal. Right. gear pins and charts, all white lights. Now back to the overhead panel. Crew supply on, ground control on, and CVR test. Done. It is RS1 or AD1 on bat. RS or AD2 on bat, let it extinguish, and AD3 on bat and extinguished. Strobe light to auto. Beacon light will remain off till we're about to move. Seatbelt signs, I'll turn them on since we're going to load the passengers and do the refueling at the same time. Right, and just for listening into the PA sounds, cabin sounds. Right. EFB, Fenix app, tap to import the SIMRI flight plan. Dismiss, we are not using real time, it's around 6 o'clock or 6:30 in real life at Belfast. Sorry. And 1014, okay. Mass and balance, I'll use what's given in the sim brief according to the sim brief flight plan, nothing extra. So load the aircraft.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Why do I have pink
requested.
textures? I just updated
Please don't
GSX.
load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
That's bad. This should not be happening. So as I said, we'll be spending only 26 minutes in the air. We'll be spending more time on the
Fuel
ground.
truck is in position.
4 minutes? Okay,
Please
so
don't load aircraft until the fuel
if
truck
you
arrives
bleed
and ask to do
on. And we can reset the chrono. Yeah, we can dash the pushback truck.
Those of you just joined us are all very welcome on board your Lingus flight. In order to facilitate a speedy departure, we kindly ask you to step in from the aisle as well, stow your hand baggage. This allows your fellow
Please
passengers
use your
boarding
airplane
behind
fuel
you to
system to
pass
set the
by.
desired fuel
As our
quantity.
operator
Hello,
says,
Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Full cooperation when stowing your hand baggage by placing only large wheelie bags into the... All smaller lightweight items such as handbags, laptop bags, rucksacks and airport shopping must go underneath the seat in front of you.
Passengers boarding starting.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
cost index of 8. We'll only be flying at 14,000 feet. We are Shamrock 47. There are no sits for us. And we'll be using runway 25. No sit. Clear the discontinuity. That's a nice uniform. Cost index of 8. Wind component would be minus 35. Edono 1 Alpha for runway 26 at knock. Arrival. ILS Alpha. Okay. Edono 1 Alpha.
Welcome on board.
Wires. Do we need any wires? Bell, con 1, con 2, and dub.
This way.
Flight log, last waypoint,
This way, please.
knock.
May I see your boarding pass?
So leave it as it
Boarding
is.
pass, please.
No wire.
This way, please. Good afternoon. This way, please. Boarding pass, please. May I see your boarding pass? Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass? This way, please.
Those of you just joined us, you're all very welcome on board your Lingus flight. In order to facilitate a speedy departure, we kindly ask you to step in from the aisle while stowing your hand baggage. This allows your fellow passengers boarding behind you to pass by. As we are operating a busy flight this morning, we kindly ask your full cooperation when stowing your hand baggage by placing any large wheelie bags into the overhead lockers of wheels first. All smaller lightweight items such as handbags, laptop bags, rucksacks, and airport shopping
B,
must go underneath the seat in front of you.
widths and balance.
Good afternoon.
Now there's a load sheet.
Welcome on board.
Times and widths. So we have 61 tons because we're carrying 179 passengers. So it's 61 tons
Welcome on board.
of 0 fuel weight.
This way, please.
Let me confirm that the that's live.
May I see your boarding pass? May I see your boarding pass?
So we have an EasyJet. So that should be fine. 61 tons. And 32.3. Have you received any company messages? No. 32.3. Fuel, block fuel 4.8. Wind component. Minus 35, that means a headwind of 35. So, route reserve 0.7. That should give us 15 minutes. In any case, alternate, let's round it up to 1.6. Alternate is Dublin. Alternate airport. 1.2, Finres 1.2. Go back to, yeah, let's do the winds. There shouldn't be any pink textures. Right, flight plan done. I was supposed to view
So if
the...
you just joined us, you're all very welcome on board your Lingus flight. In order to facilitate a speedy departure, we kindly ask you to step in from the aisle while stowing your hand baggage. This allows your fellow passengers boarding behind you to pass by. As we are operating a busy flight this morning, we kindly ask your full cooperation when stowing your hand baggage by placing only large wheelie bags into the overhead lockers and wheels first. All smaller lightweight items such as handbags, laptop bags, rucksacks and airport shopping must go underneath the seat in front of you.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
Okay, that's it. Plan. Right, good. Aircraft loaded. Are the signs on? Signs on. Lead on. Right. We can then disconnect the ground power also and the chocks also. 1014. Speed select. Okay. Right. How do I do? Flight plan, init, MCDU, radnav, fuel prediction page, secondary flight plan. I'm not doing the engine outset. Not, no. Right, performance. And since it's such a short flight, I might as well do the performance for the other phases as well. Right. And here's the performance. Number 25, sync load sheet, sync live weather. Calculate, send to the MCDU. It's 141, 141, and 144. Flex 62 degrees. Trim is flaps 1 down by 0.5. Gross weight, right, so performance is done. Next we can look at the climb, manage 217, cruise, right, enter the arrival METAR 1014. Temperature 16. (202 by 11 knots), and what does this say? 210 by 12 knots. 210 12 knots. And yeah, that's it. I'll enter the barrow once we're on the ILS, and look at the charts. It's very slow, my internet. There's no sit, and we're at parking stand 12. We'll be pushing back and facing the south or southeast and using, come on, Navigraph. No. Something wrong with the internet. It's loading. Come on. Browser. It's good. Right, finally back. And what about Knock Airport? We'll be landing at runway 26, and the reciprocal of 26 is 264 is 084. Fine. Apron A, apron B. Right. I don't know an alpha. I don't know Kudag, Lesro, Inula, Kitag. I don't know Kudag, Lesro, Inula, Kitag. Who names these waypoints? So that's I don't know an alpha. I think after that there's a vector. Yeah, that's why there was a discontinuity. ILSA. And our minimums are 865. 865 feet. Con VOR. Could have used the con VOR, but I'll come from Lasmo. And it's 110. DMA frequency is 110.7, and the course is 264. Runway track. Missed approach is 3,000 feet, and yeah, airport elevation 665. Right. Capture the glide slope at 3,000 feet and around Copax. DME 7.2. Right. That's fine now. Okay. So we're here at Belfast in Northern Ireland, and it's a short flight. Yeah, and we're late. Okay. Let's get on with the pushback. Beacon light could come on now. Right. Belfast traffic, Shamrock 427, pushing back at stand 12. Belfast traffic. Come on. Continue pushback. Straight push recommended. Nose left facing south. That's the
Release parking brakes, please.
right. Parking brake off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Right. Ignition to start. This to ATC on. Auto. Not on. Auto.
Crew, prepare the doors for departure and cross-check.
Oh, there's a Ryanair coming in. I'm not in unicorn. Sorry. Engine 2. Is he going to push us back onto the grass?
Please set parking brakes.
Safety features on board this aircraft and Airbus.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Metal engine to the buckles are now demonstrating. To secure the seatbelt tightly around your hips, pull firmly on the strap to open the Repeat emergency exits. All exits are clearly marked with red exit signs. Low-level paths while lighting will guide you to these exits in poor visibility. 2 doors at the front of the cabin, one left and one right. 2 doors at the rear of the cabin, left and right. And there are 4 overwing window exits in the centre of the cabin. At rows 12 and 13, there are 2 left and 2 right. Please ensure that these exits are clear of all hand baggage and codes for takeoff and again for landing. In the event of a sudden change in cabin pressure, an individual oxygen mask will be lowered automatically in front of your face. Should this happen, put the mask down fully, secure it with the elastic band and breathe normally. You must attend to your own mask first before attending to children or other passengers. There's a life jacket in a
Okay,
package under
available.
your seat. To use this,
So
you should
APU
take it out of
can
its
go
package
off
and put the
now.
jacket over your head. The long strap at the back should be brought to the front, hooked and pulled very tightly around your
APU
waist.
master
Each
off.
jacket is equipped with a light and a whistle for attracting attention. You inflate the jacket by pulling
Engine
down sharply
anti-ice
on the red tag
required.
hanging below the jacket in front. It may also be inflated or topped up by blowing through the red rubber tube. Jackets must not be inflated in the cabin.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Thank you for your attention.
And there's a takeoff. Ryanair. Nice move. Oh, that's almost a tail strike.
Unlocking gear.
Right. There goes the pushback truck.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, clear the light at my place. Thank you. Alright, ground spoilers armed. Rudder trim. Rudder trim reset. 0. Flaps set to takeoff position. Are we on the grass? Okay. Right. Pitch trim as required, which is 0.5 down. And we can turn off the ignition switch to normal. Down 0.5. 0.5 done. Check no status reminder. No. Alright. And flight control page. Will it come automatically? 1. Neutral. Back. Neutral. Left. Neutral. Right.
Cabin crew, cease
Neutral.
for takeoff.
Rudder. Neutral. Left. Neutral. And let's have a look. Yes, hello.
Cabin crew to your stations for cabin secure check.
Alright. And takeoff config. Normal. Auto brake max. And we can now turn on the taxi light. Extend the landing lights, but not don't turn them on. Right, let's have a look at the chart. Airport. Alpha and Alpha 1. Belfast traffic, Shamrock 427, taxiing to holding point runway 25, via taxiway Alpha and Alpha 1. Belfast traffic. Right. Parking brake off. Gentle thrust. Not too much. Company message. Load sheet. Accept. Oops, too fast. Turn coming up. Taxing quite fast. 20 knots or so. Terrain on ND. Okay. Let's slow down a bit. Just to idle. Before just stop here and predictive wind shear can come on. Weather radar can go to auto, predictive wind shear on auto, radar system to 2, Tara, transponder Tara, up above, strobe lights on, runway tail lights on, run landing lights on, and yeah, should be auto. Is there anything else? No. Belfast traffic, Shamrock 427 lining up runway 25. Belfast traffic. Am I on the correct frequency? Am I connected? Right. Let's go. Alright, cleared for takeoff. Chrono. Belfast traffic, Shamrock 427, departing runway 25. Belfast traffic. Stick forward. 40% N1. More than 40 and flex flex 80 knots. Okay. Feet, autopilot on. thrust detent, climb detent. And it's coming to S speed, so flaps up. And we can put these to standard. Spoilers disarmed. Seatbelt signs off. Let's get the fixed rings for our, just enter the destination data. I'll do that when it prompts me. So right now, flight plan, fix info page, Echo India, Kilo November, it's runway 26, 264, 26. Radio 084, 4 nautical miles. India, Kilo November 6. And there's a 10 nautical mile ring. Right. Flight plan. Above 10,000 feet and the landing lights will come off. Right. Nice countryside. We're almost at Perth. Next phase, next phase, next phase. Decision altitude is 865.
Loose seatbelts throughout the flight, and whenever the captain has the belt seatbelt sign over across Sky via service, we have a selection of snacks and refreshments available for purchase. You can find full details in the Sky via menu, which is in the seat post in front of you. We accept all major credit cards, and we'd be very grateful if we'll possibly have the exact change available. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and find
Sorry, I did it too early. So all crews. Let's go to landing weight. Okay. So the gross weight is 65 tons. We're carrying 3.9 tons, and fuel prediction estimated fuel on board will be 3.8, so just 0.1. So that's 64.9. 64.9. We can't make it with low auto brake. Medium auto brake just about. So that's good to know. So let's select the auto brake to medium. And yep, almost there. Perf. So look. MSA is since we're at the top, almost at the top of descent, we can reduce the descent to What's on the rad nav? That's correct. Not D64. And now manage descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign has now been turned on. Please return to your seat and fasten.
Knock traffic, Shamrock 427, descending from flight level 140 to flight level 30, and we'll be arriving by runway 26, knock traffic. And since we're going down to below the transition level, choose let's have a look at the METAR again. Right. Here we are, going towards Edona. Right. And who do we have in the chat? Mr. Random Cabbage. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Random Cabbage. And if you like what you see, do leave a like and consider subscribing. Right, 10,000 feet. Let's get the landing lights on. And yeah. A bit high.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
All right, and let's row. At 6,000 feet, I'm going to turn on the approach mode. I think we need to really go down. It's a bit too slow, and we can turn on the approach mode. Medium. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We're on the localizer, okay. Knock traffic, Shamrock 427 on 15-mile final from for runway 26, established on the localizer. Knock traffic. That's done, so now we can go to the ILS chart. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Just let me check performance. Approach mode is active. feet and the first flaps come on. Knock traffic, Shamrock 427, 10 mile final, runway 26, knock traffic. And now for the recordings. And there's the localizer. No, the glide slope that's
2,500.
captured. And flaps 2. Gear down. Speed brakes armed. What is that? Flaps 4. Missed approach altitude set. Knock traffic, Shamrock 427, 4 mile final, for runway 26, knock traffic. And we'll be vacating to the right. Alright. Flaps full. Come on, flaps full. Right. Clear to land, runway 26. So takeoff light on. And
1,000.
Disconnecting the autopilot. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't view the chat at this moment. Okay. Up. Too low,
Light slope.
Too low.
Light slope.
Capture the
500.
Too high.
Minimum.
Light slope.
Pappies are not
Light
synchronized.
slope.
Continue.
Light slope.
Down.
50, 40, 30. Retard 10.
Hard landing. and flaps can go up.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. As
Come
we have
on,
not yet
move,
secured all
move,
active
move,
runway,
move.
please do not turn on your mobile phones until the captain has given the appropriate signal. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you, including any reading material you may have brought on board. Remember to check the overhead lockers and
Welcome to
pockets
Knock,
in front of you.
everybody.
Take
Hard
care when opening
landing.
the overhead lockers in case anything should fall out and
Oh.
cause injury to you or another passenger. For future travel plans with Aer Lingus, on flight, hotel accommodation and Aer Lingus car hire, just log on to aerlingus.com. Once again, thanks for flying with Aer Lingus. It has been our pleasure to have you on board, and we look forward to welcoming you on board another one of our services in the very near future. Glad van go forward op die gastje Aer Lingus nieuw. From of het bonnet they live there. Thank you, goodbye, and have a safe onward journey.
Right, and knock traffic, Shamrock 427, vacated runway 26, knock traffic. Where should I park? Just a minute. Let's check GSX. Parking to super. Not that. Gate 6. They're all GAs. Show me the spot. No. 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 Nope. I'll just park here. Just a minute. The airport's over there. I vacated on the... Just a minute. Let's have a look at the chat. Yes, this is an Airbus A320 by Fenix. Airbus A320 CEO, not the Neo. So I'll just... that's the land side. Okay, I'll just park here. Just park here. Okay, let's just park here somewhere. And here we go. Here we go. Just over here and here. I forgot to turn on the APU, but there we go. Let's park it here and start the replays. 41 minutes total, and there we go. We can turn off the chrono. Now stop the recording and load the replay file, and yes, disconnect from the Vatsim network, so we're not bouncing around on any controller screen while we do the replays. Right, and load the replay file. Which one was it? It's 12. Okay. And Okay, so that was a flight from Belfast to Knock, and I appreciate everybody's comments and the chat box. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot to me. And thank you for watching. And until next time, goodbye. I'll end the stream here. It's a short flight. It's basically doesn't exist. You can drive down from Belfast to Knock, basically. So all the best. Bye bye. Take care.